I want us to go to the 20th of August.
It's already 25 minutes past 3. We've been listening to the numbers ever since in the morning. Our concentration is failing. I do not intend to disturb the state. But please, in the interest of humanity and in the interest of being able to follow what is happening here, it should also be considered that mind is a very subtle. I mean, it's a very thing. It gets tired. Our mind is tired.
Yeah, they say their minds are tired.
Yes.
My lord, you can adjourn until tomorrow 10.
Are you available tomorrow, man?
Yes, my lord.
That is also for the witness as well, because I can see when she's looking at the figures, and I think to some extent she's also been bailed out.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel Twist&Turn with Neville. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you very much for everything that you've done for the channel so far. All the likes, the clicks, everything. Thank you very much for everything that you've done. And on today's video, let's get to it. I know I'm not the only one who's going to be complaining about the presence of the Vodacom forensic expert and data analyst there in that courtroom, because her presence is nothing more than a brutal, I don't even know how to put it, but her presence has become tiring. And if you remember very well, at some point she's been off sick, so the court was adjourned. And now the court is back and proceeding. Now, I know I'm not the only one. I saw Advocate Mnisi standing up and objecting and saying that they are tired. And if you were to get a view of what was happening in the background, a lot of people were falling asleep. I saw Criselda as well yawning at some point. I saw some, it's a very tiring experience to be in that courtroom, but then nevertheless we are still waiting for the truth. We want to know and find out the reason why Senzo Meyiwa was murdered, but then that's not going to come easy. As you can see in this courtroom, everything is like a joke and everything takes its own direction regardless. So then let's keep on watching and see what's happening with the rest of the trial. But this whole week, if you were to ask me, since Pinky started to take the stand, for me, there's nothing that has come up that I can say, wow, that's outstanding, except for the fact that we only learned to go to Kelly, did a SIM swap, and there's some phones that were, this thing in my phone, I don't even know when it's gonna end. But however this trial is going, for me it seems as if maybe we should just give it up. But because at the end of the day, the judgment is gonna come through the hand of Judge Rata. Whether we like it or not, he's the one who's going to have a final say regarding the fate of those guys who are standing trial today. So whether we like it or not, at some point he's going to be the one who's going to be doing the handing down of the judgment. And as we have seen in the past, we already know by now how he feels about those accused and how Ubaloyi is making sure that these guys don't see the light of day. But then, who am I? Let's keep on watching the rest of the video and then I'll come back again in the end.
From my understanding, these calls, alleged calls, they go up to when?
8th of
In other
February.
words, how many pages are you still going to be reading?
Oh. Page 105.
105 pages.
Yes. But I'm not reading all of them. There's some that I'm trying to, as I go along, I skip some of the
This
pages.
is what is in aid of what? What you are reading is in aid of what?
My lord,
Because it's only two numbers which are transacting.
it's not two numbers
Oh,
per
there are
se.
other different numbers.
There are other different numbers that I am not placing on record. I'm not focusing on this. Not asking the witness to place on record. There are other communications between the number ending with 6890 and other numbers.
But those you are not placing them on record.
I am not placing them on record because I do not know the owners of the other numbers.
So the ones you are placing on record, you allegedly know to whom these two numbers belong.
One belongs to accused number 2. The other one belongs to Oliboheng Pitane, in brackets partner. And the reason why I am embarking on this exercise is that, as the version of accused number 2 is that the person that was in possession of the phone is either Mohane or Mabena. They're the ones that were using this device.
So you are trying to show that this is not so.
That is correct, my lord.
Mr. Ramsipili, are we
And the
supposed to
date.
go through this?
As the court places, my lord, this data is not going to change.
That's the point.
It speaks for itself. My
Yes. So why do we go on and on and on until Nelson Mandela is resurrected?
lord. Yes, my lord. I
Really?
agree with the court.
You can agree on the dates, for instance,
Yes.
and then you can have a separate sheet to say, because we meet on this and this and this and this and this date,
Yes.
instead of this witness reading this redundancy.
As the court
Is there no way you can shorten this, Mr. Sebadi?
My lord, in fact, I think this section 205, previously when Mr. Advocate Baloyi was dealing with it, we had considered in terms of
Yeah, you
section
considered it
220.
now, I remember.
Yes, yes.
But now you see the number was not considered according to Mr. Sebadi.
But my lord, I've consulted on this yesterday when
Yeah.
we asked for consultation, and we do consider that this number belongs to the ex-girlfriend of accused number 2. I've also spoken to her about this number, so it's not an issue that we will have to hammer over and over that these transactions, because we consider the transactions that they speak for themselves, my lord.
Yes, sir. What is the state's attitude?
My lord, the state will be happy if the defense on behalf of accused number 2 can make section 220 admissions admitting to these facts. Then we can put it to rest. Then we'll move to other. Okay.
Mr.
I understand from Mr. Ramsipili that they can concede to that, my lord, and then we can curtail the process.
As the court places, it is indeed the true reflection, my lord, of our stance on this data.
My lord, can we just take a 15 minutes adjournment just to iron out that issue? Then we'll come back at 11:40. Then I'll proceed with
Okay.
giving other evidence.
Yeah. 11:40.
All right, so we get it. Whether the numbers that we've been listening to for the whole week, they were for Advocate Ramosipili to admit to the fact that his client is linked or his client is implicated by those numbers that we've been listening to for the whole week. For me, still doesn't make sense, because the guys that are before the court right now, those 5 accused, are not the ones that committed the crimes. But we can argue to disagree about that, because there are so many people who believe that these are the guys and these are not the guys. This is what I'm saying. The people who were in the house, they are the only ones who should come and account for what happened exactly, because this thing is not about what we are being fed on TV when we watch that trial goes on, into saying that the guys are the ones who committed the murder. It was a robbery gone wrong. It was never a robbery gone wrong. And it was not a case of a contract killing or anything. The people who are in the house should come and account. Why am I saying that? It's because there are 2 dockets. One, there's a docket that was opened after, and at some point we've heard there was Advocate Tifo, he's the one who revealed that docket. And now we've got to Brigadier Gininda. At some point he was also accused in court of covering up, of doing a cover up. And this trial, Guningi, it's a lot. There's a lot that is still about to unfold, and I'm glad, because this phone number, section 205, these numbers are coming to an end. Now we can't wait for a cross-examination for Upinki to hear what the defense is going to be coming up on their return. So this week has been hectic, and since Upinki took the stand, everything has been hectic, because those numbers were very painful to the ear. Imagine being in that courtroom for hours and hours, listening to phone numbers and records and everything. But then let's wait and see what is going to happen when the cross-examination begins, when that time comes. And from me to you, I'm signing out. Let's check out what's remaining in the end of this video. Thank you very much for your support, for your love, for everything that you've done for the channel so far. Thank you for everything you've done. Peace.
The numbers concerned is we've also prepared a copy for the court.
So the defense is disputing the record information there.
We're in the process of communicating with Advocate Mishololo.
What's that?
We're in the process before the court walked in
Oh, okay.
to discuss that with Advocate Mishololo. The information mainly relates to headlines.
So you want me to adjourn again? Fine. Maybe to shorten these proceedings.
That's correct. For 5 minutes, my lord.
You say?
No, I mean,
a short discussion with our colleagues.
Your clients also are involved.
I don't think so. He hasn't mentioned it.
It's only Advocate Ncholo's client.
That's correct, my lord.
And now why this voluminous document then?
It's a lot of data that was received from the service provider, my lord. Fortunately.
What we can call that at some instances it's been suggested that there's been a communication between accused number 3 and accused number 5. So I don't know what this volume entails. So I might not necessarily say my client is not involved, and I've not been handed over with that voluminous document. Yes. I may not say yes in the face of it, but I need to scrutinize it myself.
Sir,
I personally handed those documents to Advocate Ministers. I think last week I even said to him,
This one?
yes.
Well, no, if it's this one, then it's fine. The reason being, there are some documents that you get handed with on a daily basis, so you don't know which one is not being
so even this client is involved here?
No, my lord, the information mainly relates to the client of Advocate Misholo. I don't know how he says he's involved. Maybe we'll try to find common ground when we approach the defense.
Okay, have a discussion. You let me know when you're ready. Not involved.
I wasn't part of the talks about talks.
Is it?
I was part of the
Baba.
Odessa, actually. I was excluded from the government of national unity.
Okay.
But nonetheless, my lord, I'll take the state's word for it. If they say basically the exclusive bulk of the information that should have been that is contained in the document is going to do with accused number 5. But I will sit with my ears and eyes wide open, my lord. That I promise. Thank you, my lord.
Okay.
Yes.
So you say the witness is going to summarize what is in this document.
That's correct.
Was she involved in the discussion?
That's correct, my lord.
Okay, let's hear. This is exhibit JJ8, triple J8.
That is correct.
Yeah, then lead the witness.
No, my lord, she will have to give her some time until Tuesday.
Oh, I see. So
Yes,
she's not going to
yes.
do it now.
She will not do it now. She
Oh,
will
okay.
summarize.
That's so.
Yes, we're going to go and rework on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then make
Oh, I see.
it ready available on Monday to us.
Monday.
Yes.
Is that the agreement, ma'am? Okay, fine.
Sorry, my lord. The document will be made available to the parties on Monday, which is the 16th, 17th.
Okay.
But then we'll proceed here in court on the 18th, which is Tuesday.
Okay, so the shortened version will be presented
Yes, my lord.
on Tuesday. Which date is that for Tuesday?
Tuesday is 18, my lord.
18th.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we're postponing this matter then to which date?
Tuesday, the 18th of June.
Monday is
a
the
public
17th.
holiday, yes.
Is it not supposed to be on the 16th, the holiday?
I think the 16th on a Sunday. So the day after, and then it's a public holiday.
That's why this country is broke. I mean, the holiday is on the 16th, then you say, hi, because it's Sunday, let's have it on Monday. Okay, fine. We're postponing the matter to the 18th then. Okay.